Hey internet friends, today I'm at Brady's Run County Park in Beaver County, Pennsylvania, and not coincidentally I'll be fishing Brady's Run. It's a stock trout stream. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hike. I'm up near the dam right now of the lake. I'll be fishing on the outlet side stream, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to hike downstream a bit and then fish my way back up and see how it goes. Alright, so I made my way downstream. Decided to put in right here at this spot, this location. Seems as good as any. On the way down I did see some deep pools up near upstream, closer to the dam. But as I made my way down, it seemed to get shallower and faster. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prospect this shallower, faster water with a dry dropper, and when I get up further, maybe switch to an indicator. So what I've done is I've tied on a hopper pattern, and I got a nymph underneath that, and let's see what we can do. All right, guys. So as I was making my way back upstream, I came across this deep pool, and I didn't want to fish it with the dry dropper, so I switched to an indicator to get down deeper. And wouldn't you know it, first cast with the indicator, I hooked up with this guy. Looks like a rainbow. Not a bad fish, actually. Putting up a nice little fight. There might be others in there, so I'm trying to get them away from there. But I may have spooked them already. Oh, he's a pretty nice fish, actually. I would say maybe 12 inches. And the nymph came right out. Nice barbless hook. I like when that happens. And he definitely doesn't need any recovery, so we'll just let him get back to it. All right, one on the board. So I decided to try and get under those branches under the tree over there. And as soon as my indicator hit the water, a bunch of fish attacked it. And of course, then I hooked one, and it just happened to be this little guy. Little creek chub. Took my nymph. They got to eat too, I guess, right? Just a little guy, maybe 4 or 5 inches. But we'll put him back and see if we can't hook up with a trout again. Okay, so I've spotted a fish in this hole under this tree here. Let's see if I can't get a drift past him and see if he won't take what I have here. As luck would have it, first cast into the tree. All right, so I got a new fly tied on. Let's try not to get in that tree again. And I'm not seeing him down there at the moment, so I hope I didn't spook him by getting that snag. But let's see, let's give it a go. Start up high and try to drift down into his territory here. Caught up in some weird current there. Give it another go. See if we can't get it up. There we go. Maybe that'll drift down past that tree. Ooh, that might be a good one. And that was a rock. And like I said, he might be spooked now. But let's give it a couple more tries. Let's go just a little bit deeper. See if that gets into his range. Not where I wanted it, but let's see what happens. Give him one more try, and maybe we'll come back to him. Alright, so he might either be spooked or maybe just not liking what I have, but I think I spooked him with the tree. So I'm going to move on to the next one and give him a rest. So I've made my way up to this pedestrian bridge here. And it's really deep underneath the bridge there and over in that way. And there's already a guy fishing up there. So I'm going to try out this water and see if there's anything in amongst these rocks. It's a bit shallower here, but I'll get my way up to the bridge there where the deep water is and see what we got. Ticking bottom there. When I first got here, I was the only angler on the stream, and since then it's pretty much exploded and there's a ton of people here now. So finding spots might be a little bit tough. But we'll keep going on. The water still might be a little bit too cold for them to be moving into the shallower riffles. So I think they're hanging out in the deep stuff. But got to give it a try anyways, right? And I'm caught on a leaf here. Of course, why wouldn't I be? Well, these guys are all over the stream. And they seem to like what I'm floating every time. So at least I've been catching them. But I got my tangle out, just caught that little guy. Now, once again, let's see if we can't catch a trout. Anytime that hopper goes under, 90% of the time I can bet that it's going to be one of those little creek chubs. But hopefully we'll get one of those 10%ers and be able to hook up with a trout. That's a good drift there. And I think those little, oh, kidding me. So as I'm working my way upstream, I came across this guy. Man, it's really nice. Some people call him a palomino. The state calls him a golden rainbow. It's not a golden trout because golden trout are West Coast fish. I personally call them golden rainbows, but whatever you want to call them, that's a really nice fish. That might be 14 inches there, and laying dead in the stream. And I can only guess that it's because of fishermen who do catch and release, which I do as well, as you know, not handling the fish properly. If you're gonna release it, then learn how to do it properly. If you're gonna harvest it, I have no problem with that either, but do it cleanly. As soon as you catch the fish, if you're gonna harvest it, put it out of its misery, put it on the string or whatever. But it should be dead if you're gonna harvest it. You know, this is just ridiculous. I was fishing a stream last week also. There were 2 dead trout at the bottom of the stream, and I know it's from fishermen that don't know how the proper way to release them. So just my little rant for the day. I'm gonna get back to fishing here. All right, so I made my way upstream. I'm almost back to my car actually. So I've come to this little bridge. Nice stream underneath of it, and it looks like some nice moving water. So there has to be a fish in here, right? Let's find out. And when I say fish, I mean trout, because I've already caught 100 of those little creek chubs. And nothing so far. Almost out of the tunnel, so and I may just not be deep enough with that hopper dropper. Maybe I'll have to come back through here with a indicator and get a little deeper. I must admit, I'm really surprised I didn't catch a fish in there. But like I said, I may not be deep enough. There's another little creek chub attacking the hopper. They really like the hopper, they're just not big enough to eat it. And there's a fish, but it is not a trout. Well, he put up a nice little fight, this little guy. Little creek chub. I don't know what the official term for these guys is, but that's what I call them. Almost thought that was a trout for a second. He's fighting pretty good. Huh. Trying to drift through these rocks here. The water's moving pretty quick, but they might be holding in amongst those rocks. Yeah, that water is moving really fast. Probably be a good spot for Euro nymphing. If only I didn't suck at it. Well, there was a tunnel and I didn't catch anything, so onward. Well, I made my way up to the dam. Of course, the lake is just right above there. I've only caught the 2 trout and about 100 little creek chubs. So I make my way back. I hit a few other spots that there were a lot of anglers at the time. There still might be a lot of anglers at these spots, but the pressure has been crazy. Like I said, I was the only one here earlier this morning, and then all of a sudden there's like 50 people at least on this stream. So it's a high pressured stream. I did get the 2 fish. Maybe I'll get another 1 or 2, or maybe I'll just wrap it up. So I've decided to switch gears here. I've made my way up to the lake. I kind of gave up on the stream. Just way too many people down there right now. And the lake, I drove up past here, and it looks like there's definitely a lot less density of people. It looks like I have some room. So what I've done is I've switched over my reel to a sinking line, and I've only used it one other time, and that was on a stream, and that was literally just to try casting it because I've never fished with it before, and I still haven't fished with it. So that was just to practice casting, and FYI, I'm not very good at it. So this should definitely be interesting. So I'm gonna throw a streamer on there and see how my casting is and see what we can hook up with. All right, see what I can do. All right, guys, so got a black woolly bugger tied on here. Probably should have went with something bigger, but I didn't. So I have a homemade 4 foot 5, maybe 5 foot leader off of this sinking line. And here's my first cast really ever. Well, not my first cast ever, but whoa, I really need to tighten my drag up. I'm glad I did that. That would have sucked catching a fish like that. So at any rate, let's see what we can do here. Okay, not a great cast off the bat. What I do is I cast it out, I allow the line to sink to pull the woolly bugger down, and then I'm going to go ahead and strip it in. Quick little strips. See if we can't entice something to take. It looks like it drops off pretty quick. That's why I didn't wear my waders. I maybe could have waded out maybe 10 feet, something like that. But I think I'll just take my chances with this. Again, not a very good cast. Need to work on that casting. All right, guys, that's a wrap from Brady's run. No luck at the lake. In fact, I couldn't even get my cast to go more than maybe 20 feet. So that's it. All in all, not a great day, but any day fishing is better than a day at work. So until next time, cheers.